All right, so in this lesson, we are continuing on with our polynomial unit, and we're going to talk a little more about multiplying. Now, part one consisted of how to multiply a monomial to a trinomial, and that was just basically you using your distribution property. And we also discussed how to multiply a binomial and a trinomial, which is how I set it up kind of old school and showed you how to get your product that way. Now, if you are watching this video, that means that you were not here the first day or two after spring break. And you probably have the notes, and the first part of the note says review. Well, that review is for me to do in class to remind everybody how we did the multiplying of polynomials in part one. If you are watching this video and you need a review, then I just suggest you just go on and watch the part one videos again. I'm not going to reteach or redo that. That was more for in class. So for today's lesson, I need you to jump down to where it says new stuff. You see that? And that's going to be the part two. Okay? Now, part two, we're going to talk about multiplying two binomials. That's what you should see. Where it says new stuff, multiplying two binomials. All right, so we know that a binomial has two terms, and when we multiply them, we're going to use something that they call the box method. Now, you may have seen me use kind of a box method to do the multiplying for part one. If any of you all were having trouble trying to do the old school multiplying, I probably sat you down and showed you how to do the box method, something easier just to organize your work. Well, we're going to do the same thing here for multiplying two binomials. But first I'm going to give you a couple of steps, and then we're just going to try some problems. So the first thing you have to do is make a table, or if you want, we'll call it box, with the two binomials. All right, so that's the first thing you have to do, and your table's going to look kind of like this. It's going to be like a two by two. All right, you're going to fill in the box with the products. Now, when we talk about products, that means we're multiplying. So what's going to happen is when you make your table, you're going to put your terms. So this could be AX plus B, and this would be CX plus D, and you're going to multiply the products and fill in your table with the products. All right? Third step, you're going to identify the diagonal. Identify the diagonal. Okay? And I'm going to add a sentence here. This should be like terms. This should be your like terms. Now, for those of us that are right-handed and maybe kind of easy, you know your diagonal is this way. But this is what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about the diagonal, I want the terms that are in these two boxes. Please don't go the other way. So when you circle the diagonal, or identify the diagonal, these will be your like terms. You're going to, last step, add, or we'll say combine, because you may be subtracting, the like terms, and then rewrite the answers, because there's just going to be one answer with the corner boxes. And your combined like term. Okay? So 4 quick steps. You're just going to be doing a little multiplying, a little adding and subtracting. I'm going to leave this up here just for about 10 seconds, so if you need to pause it and write it all down. This is going to be a very short lesson because a lot of the work I did was with the review at the top. So make sure you write down these steps. And then we're going to do where it says example 3. That's really going to be our example 1. We'll try a few